So, Stanz, Oasis and Ticketmaster, mainly Ticketmaster, are scamming people. And
Wait,
they
are
scammed
Oasis
me.
actually scamming people?
I think I have officially been scammed, and I am
Okay.
here to tell you the grievances of most of the UK currently right now who are trying to
Right.
get tickets.
Because I think I'm maybe spoiling a little bit, but you told me they were selling around 1.5 million tickets and that there's at least 10 million British people who want to buy these tickets.
So, let's get started first of all. Oasis, you are at least aware of them.
Yeah.
We actually talked a little bit on our podcast, Binge and Cringe, about Oasis, and I gave you a little bit of a TLDR and let you know that they're not a one-hit wonder and they're a great band and we love them.
Of course. And every British person will fight to the death about Oasis being an actual good band and not a one-hit wonder band.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be a conversation, Stanz. That's
Sure.
your fault.
Yeah, but it is, hey, for us, it is a conversation. That's just how it goes.
So I've got some examples of Liam being crazy on Twitter just because they're really funny, and if we're
Okay.
talking about Oasis, we may as well. This would be a good introduction into them. This is Liam hating on Noel. That's the reason they broke up. If you have no knowledge on Oasis and somehow you're watching
Yeah,
this,
it's two brothers, started a band, got very popular, hate each other, stopped being in the band. That's like all you need to know.
because of their feud.
Yeah, because of their hate for
and,
each other.
Yeah, Liam is like a bit of a troll on Twitter and loves to feud with his brother.
All right, this is a retweet from Morticia. Can't wait for the Oasis reunion. It's Noel Gallagher saying, last chance to ask Noel anything about the last 10 years. Get your questions in the comments below by midnight tonight. And Liam, his brother, asked, why are you such a massive cunt?
Which is great. Last chance to get your questions in. I wonder if he ever answered.
Is this a pandemic? Do they actually hate each other, or are they stoking the flames to get people talking about it? Do they actually hate each other?
It depends when this was happening. So 2021, I'm thinking this is on the verge of them making up and it kind of being for publicity.
Sure.
Because Liam was definitely wanting Oasis to reform at this point,
I see.
and was being very vocal about that. I think Noel still did hate him and wouldn't really interact or talk about him at all. But originally, there was definitely beef, for sure. It was never fake.
Okay.
Here's another example of Liam hated his brother.
It is Liam saying, wait, unblock me. I need to tell you something. And he is talking to Noel, I assume here?
Yes.
Yeah, because Noel says unblocked, and he says, bitch.
It's so funny. I can imagine Noel instantly reblocking him there. Love that. Very funny. Anyway, so the new tour, they're back together. The tour was announced, and the tickets went on pre-sale last Friday.
Okay.
I applied for the pre-sale, but I didn't get tickets. I wasn't too worried about not getting the pre-sale, or maybe even not getting tickets on the day.
Because you're rich. You buy your own tickets.
They kept on... No, this was pre-sale to buy. It was just buying it early, so you guarantee the ticket. They were tweeting stuff like this, the day before, this was on the Friday. We have noticed people attempting to sell tickets on the secondary market since the start of the pre-sale. People were scamming, basically, selling tickets for insanely bad prices. On external
It's what
markets,
people
which
have
happens all the
done
time.
on every concert since these websites have come out. It's what people are doing with Nike shoes. The arbitrage market for a lot of these things is so unbelievably cringe and lame and makes it way more expensive for the average person.
Yeah, so I have no idea how they're going to figure out whether it was bought on another site or not. But they said that it's only going to be available through Ticketmaster and then resold on Twickets, which if they can keep control of that and make sure it's sold at face value, that sounds great. So I was thinking I'm not going to have to worry about paying an extortionate price if I can't get tickets on Saturday.
Right, because you're always going to get it at face
sale.
value. That's the only thing they can sell
because
that. Yeah.
someone's going to be selling some tickets at some point and I can pick them up later. So these were some of the prices that he was going for on the other side.
952 over 1,000. I mean, I presume these are regular seats too, not even
regular seats.
Nice,
This was just from the pre-sale, so this was on the Friday. And standing tickets were £150, which already I will say is a lot for just one act. For context, I had a day trip to Leeds Fest, and that was £120 for the day. And in theory, there should have been lots of different artists there.
Right,
There
10
wasn't
acts
because of the closures. But I would have got to see a lot of people at Leeds Fest on that day for £120, whereas for £30 more, I can go and just see Oasis. It's already a bit too much.
Sorry, just Oasis? You mean musical powerhouse? UK's darlings, Oasis?
But I still wake up early because the next day we were told tickets would go on sale at 9 a.m.
Right, the regular tickets. So you want to be ready just to try and buy a ticket. Yeah.
The way we were told it would work or like people. Got.
When you
recommended,
say
like,
we, I'm
TikToks.
imagining that you're in like these Oasis fan club discords and like Twitter groups, and it's, you know, me and the other O heads have been told this is the way it's
dude,
gonna
my
work.
whole timeline was just full of Oasis tweets. Like
Right.
every other tweet was like an Oasis fan group talking about it and like this is what you should do. This is how it's gonna work.
Right.
You would load up the Oasis like Ticketmaster page for the specific date that you want to go. And then at 9 a.m., every single person that is waiting on whatever date would get assigned a random number from 1 to the max people that were waiting. And then you wait through that queue.
Yeah, so it's just pure RNG. If there's 10,000 people waiting, you could be assigned number 3, you could be assigned number 9,080, you know?
And it's for each date. It wasn't like a general I'm waiting for Oasis tickets thing.
Right, because they need to know
like,
what date you're buying for, so they know how many people to let in the queue.
This brings me on to my story, and I'm going to need some visuals for this. So I'm sending you through a Google slide. So
you're doing this on your phone.
I was doing it on multiple platforms. We'll get into it.
Sure. It freaks me out because whenever you're doing research for this and you show me like this is what it looked like from my POV, it was always on a phone, and I think that's the biggest difference between our ages. The thought of doing anything on my phone that is important to me, I'm like, ugh, give me to a computer. I'm great.
No, I agree. If I'm doing this just on my phone, I'm insane. I completely agree. So the first thing to talk about is it already wasn't going to plan so I woke up at 8 to load on to
an hour early. You're getting on Ticketmaster an hour early to pick your date.
And I was met with this, which is the screenshot that you can see here. You're in a queue.
This is where you want to be, right?
Sure, yeah, this seems good.
Yeah.
At least the site is working. However, this isn't a queue for Oasis. This is a queue.
You're somehow in Taylor Swift tickets. Oh,
no,
there's
the
too
whole
many
website.
people.
Yeah,
Yikes.
so not only was it was constantly like they would say in tweets all the time, make sure that you are logged in before 9 a.m.
Right, and you can't even log in yet because you're in a queue for a queue.
You can't even use Ticketmaster.
We're
it's not
multi-dimensional
like, I'm not in a queue
queuing.
for Oasis.
Yeah.
So this is a queue to let me then get in the queue for 9 o'clock. And
you're way late for this queue then. Because you probably had to join this at like midnight or something to have a chance.
Yeah, so that's why I was confused, because I was like, I don't know how many people must be in this. Again, I think a lot of people were also in this position, and I wasn't the only person. There was multiple other sites that were supposed to be selling tickets. There was C, and there was Gigs and Tours, both of which, as you could see, weren't working. And as far as I know, never had tickets available and never worked. I have not seen a single person show anything from Gigs and Tours or C tickets that is like, hey, it worked. We got through.
It was just Ticketmaster. Theoretically, it was just Ticketmaster. These were fake. I mean, it would be Ticketmaster or, Twickets. Was that what they said?
Twickets is only resale.
I got it, yeah.
But no, these were advertised as places you can buy tickets from the Oasis tour. They weren't. These aren't like random sites. It's just the website crashed and didn't
because like
work.
theoretically I could tweet like Oasis tickets, another location, twitch.tv/Stanz, and then I'd be like, oh, didn't have any tickets today. Sorry, guys.
And then if you click to the next one, you will see this was my setup. So you were worried about me doing it on my phone? Don't worry, I'm not on my phone.
You've got Ticketmaster, you've got Gigs and Tours, and presumably you've got C over here.
Yeah, so this was after 9 o'clock. Or I think maybe just before 9 o'clock, the whole queue of getting onto Ticketmaster stopped working. This on the left side, this isn't like me refreshing Ticketmaster.
It was just
a white page.
Yeah.
It was 50% white page, 50% error 503 bad gateway. And then would never come up with a queue at all. I have the next thing is a screenshot between me and my friends. This was the general vibes.
Him and his friends. This is him in the Oasis fan club that he doesn't want to admit he runs, by the way. Crowy had a tab open for every night from 8 a.m. and it crashed at 8:58. I was kicked out of the queue too. My Ticketmaster crashed. Same. Said was redirecting me, then kicked me. This is shit.
This is shit. It's so funny. Which little did we know, this is only 3 minutes. Obviously, we've been waiting like close to an hour at this point.
Sure, yeah, this is right when it happened, yeah.
But like, it's been 3 minutes since we should have like had access. Of course, Ticketmaster are known to be shit, so I wasn't like too bothered.
Yeah.
So this is just, I never took a screenshot of the error 503 that kept on happening, but this was like
what it looked like to people.
Yeah, to be clear, 800,000 views. There's a lot of people that were like, yeah, I agree with this. This is what happened to me.
Dude, I think Ticketmaster fucking sucks. I know, like, hot take here. But the thought that there's, like, over 1 million people, like, Oasis fans or Taylor Swift fans.
Yeah, but they have to know that, right?
Yeah, but, like,
why don't they prepare at all?
Knowing that, what do you prepare? What does that even mean? I am obviously
buy
technologically.
more servers, dude. Make it so it works.
Yeah,
it's
make
not like
it
it's
work.
a surprise.
Do your
they
magic.
Don't wake up the next day.
Man. I just don't.
But that's not even. This isn't even like the reason why I'm annoyed, because I was expecting there to be
something
like
that happened that broke.
Ticketmaster have never done something like this, especially on this scale. Well, so that's not. I wasn't like serial emoji when this was happening, right?
Okay. Got it.
I was actually one of the luckier ones, because some people, you know, the queue that I got kicked out of.
Yeah, the queue to Ticketmaster.
Some people managed to get in and then actually become part of the queue for the Oasis tickets. And then when they got to the end of the queue, they got an error.
Oh, imagine being 148,000th in line and being like, all right, I'm definitely going to get one for my day. And then it just error messages out.
At least I was never like actually in a queue to be errored out. I was in the waiting queue to get into Ticketmaster.
Sure, you never even made it to this one. The further you get in the queue before it errors, the worse it feels for sure.
I included my friend doing a little funny meme. If you're an Oasis head, you'll get this. You and I are gonna queue forever.
I'm not an Oasis head. I'm American, dude.
Famous song, You and I are gonna live forever, but instead of live, it's Q.
It's Q.
Classic.
Got it. Classic. Oh,
yeah, in
man.
a lovely falsetto tone from Sam Pat. We love it.
It sounded like you to me.
So then the next wave of issues kept on happening. I think Ticketmaster were like, oh, fuck it. We're going to stop putting up the white screen.
Okay.
And instead just say you're a bot, honestly. And your session's suspended.
Right. Oh, they thought you were... Something about your browsing behavior or network made us think you were a bot. I mean, that's probably just you F5ing constantly.
I'm not, though. That's the thing. People were getting this screenshot of your session has been suspended when they'd been in the queue. All they were doing was waiting, and then it loaded, and they were like, actually, you're a bot.
Yeah.
However, eventually, I actually managed to get through, and I was in some kind of waiting thing. As you can see, I'm waiting for Manchester tickets on the 11th
you've got
of
your
July.
day picked. You got your time picked. Wait, a 3:30 in the afternoon concert? That's goated.
Okay, so Stanz, if you were in this position,
you
were waiting on this screen, what would you think that you have to do?
I would
this little circle spinning around.
Sure, I would honestly. This is from my heart. I assume you're already fucked if this is spinning.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but what else? Because you're not going to refresh in case you it sends you out of this, right?
I would probably just try again in another tab as well. It's just like this. I know in my heart of hearts this one's not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
I was also worried doing something else in another tab would make them think I'm a bot even more, from the same IP address.
Yeah,
so
you're trying to act human.
I was trying to be the most human possible.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to the next slide, you'll see what happened. I got timed
activity.
Out. Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
Just wiggle your mouse.
So then eventually when I get in the queue, I was then wiggling my mouse every other time. So if you go to the next slide, once I actually got 100,000 in the queue, because the reason that's fucking insane is because I looked up the capacity for Heaton Park and it's 80,000.
Yeah. So honestly, if everyone in front of you buys only one ticket, which I presume they can buy up to like 4 or something, there's just no chance you're going to this concert at this time.
Exactly,
and honestly, why even have that many in the queue?
Yeah, I don't get it. But I was like, well, I'm not going to lose my place in the queue. And after like an hour or so of wiggling my mouse, I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to risk it because I'm probably not going to get a ticket anyway. Stopped wiggling my mouse. Luckily, there was no inactivity that happened.
Got it. Once you're on this screen. Yeah, once this loads, I feel like you'd be good.
Oh, yeah. This is my friend's place in the queue. Oh. He got 145,000. We were doing different dates. So we were trying to like secure.
Yeah, whoever gets in, just buy 4 tickets or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought, considering that each of these is for a different date, that is like just people waiting for one of the dates. It's crazy to me that there's that many people.
Yeah.
And then I saw this next tweet of like someone else's waiting number.
325,000?
There can't be. Why is that even a number that's possible? There can't be that many people that would fit anywhere.
Who likes Oasis that much? Like they're cool.
Everyone. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. It's hard for me to, and I know that I have to, for this to even work us having this conversation, I have to put that aside. I have to understand that you fuckers love Oasis. But I'm sitting here, I'm looking at 325,000 people for this one day, and I'm going, I just don't get it, man. It would be like if that many people wanted to see the bare naked ladies to me. And it's like, I know,
them. But you, I don't know how else to say it apart from...
It's like Michael really Jackson over there. You know what I mean? It's like fucking U2.
When I say they're the biggest band in the world, they're like the biggest band in the world, dude. They just because America doesn't really care. They were like the biggest band and might still be because bands aren't really a thing anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're fucking huge, dude.
It's like when they tell you 1 million is this many seconds and 1 billion is 5 billion years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's me trying to understand Oasis.
You're doing the thing, you know, like when we were talking about Mr. Beast and we had like a full like half an hour to 45-minute conversation about all of the like scandalous shit that's happening with Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
And then you pulled up their channel and went, damn, his thumbnails are crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that.
bro, it's like we were having this whole discussion, and then I realized, I'm talking to a toddler. Never mind. This guy has just understood.
I want you to know
what shapes are.
I am a toddler. I'm looking at it, and I just cannot comprehend. It's like Oasis is an alien being that lives in a dimension I can't quite understand, and I'm trying to compare them to things and grab onto them and understand, and it's just like, no, Oasis is Oasis.
They're like the bare naked ladies. I understand.
Yeah, but bigger somehow, and I don't know why.
Okay, so a long time, a lot of waiting. It is now 2 p.m. for me.
Right. And you've been doing this all goddamn day.
Yeah, I spent the 6 hours that I have been awake doing just trying to find Oasis tickets. And you'll see, I was very excited in the group chat.
Important event. All right, I'm getting 2 tickets. Wow, wait, you did it. They're only 150 each because you didn't get them resell. Can only get 2. That means you have to pick one of your friends that you love more than the other.
That was an issue, but the biggest issue was something that I didn't realize. So when I open it, you'll see it says 2 like selected.
Yeah.
I didn't select them. That was like how it opened up.
Okay.
But that ticket looks normal apart from it says companion included, and it is general admission accessible standing.
Companion included. Are you going with like a blind person ticket and they're going to assign you a handler?
This is like a blind person / like wheelchair ticket. This is not for regular people.
You went to the wrong queue, dude.
No, I'm not in the wrong queue. That's the thing. That's what I was. So I thought I was panicking and I was like, oh my God, I got to get the tickets.
Yeah.
And then I sent this screenshot and all my friends are like, bro, that's not the regular tickets.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so weird. I don't understand why this is the top one.
Yeah.
And if you go to the next thing, Past Me will explain it in a video.
Right, am I dumb?
Hey, we'll stop you right there.
Yes, sir.
You're not.
It's already at 2. Like, I didn't change anything.
Just me trying to comprehend.
Does this mean free companion ticket? That is so funny. Yeah, it does say that. So that was already selected. That's when I didn't change anything when it came through. There's viewing platform access, general admission.
Okay.
Free companion included. And then down here, in-demand standing ticket.
Oh, I know what's going to happen here. This is that surge shit I've heard so much about.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
This is that surge shit.
This is the normal ticket. So yeah, you're right. You could have just bought the top one, worn sunglasses, and pretended to be blind. To be clear.
Yeah, and that would have gone down really well. I would have felt great doing that.
That video would go so hard.
£350? And then you click here, and it says the event organizer has priced these tickets according to their market value.
Right.
I thought the whole point was supposed to be that they didn't fucking rip us off.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Wait. It's cheaper for you to get a merchandise and exhibition fan package? Does that come with a ticket?
Yeah, that's also insane, right? I didn't want to pay that much, so I didn't want that. But I could have. The one above it, there's like a £200 one. I've got a screenshot that makes it clearer after this. The hospitality area package probably sounds great, and it's £100 cheaper. What the fuck?
Yeah, than just a regular standing ticket where you're going to have to go wait in line for 2 hours to buy a beer. You know what I mean? It's just insane.
The point was supposed to be that they didn't fucking rip us off.
This is so funny to me because if I didn't know you, I feel like a British person would just tweet this video. Oi! I thought the point was not trying to rip us off. Yeah, you sound so British and tired.
Trying to rip us off, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
But they've put another £200. They've more than doubled the price. What the fuck? So I don't know what to. I could get the hospital area package for cheaper.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. I just want the normal standing ticket.
Well, then pay an extra $100.
So I was very close. And a couple of people in my group chat were like, "Hey, just buy the fucking accessible one, see what happens."
Hell yeah, brother.
I didn't want to, but I will say I did click it and tried, and it didn't let me. As in, like, there was just a big loading
to
thing.
buy the wheelchair tickets?
I clicked find tickets like under the thing. I didn't like go through to like a purchase thing just to see what would happen.
Oh yeah, just to see what happened. Of course.
And it didn't let me. That's why, like, even if I wanted to be a horrible person, it just did like the wheel of death thing, and then went error. And
I mean,
took
who's
back
to
this
say
page.
you didn't sprain your ankle and you need to use crutches or something?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously, this whole thing is insane. Them adding £200 with no warning. Yeah. Like, they have only announced the prices of the standing ticket being £150, and then you wait 6 hours, go through a whole entire queue, and then have a limited amount of time to be able to buy the tickets before you get kicked out of this.
That is triple the price. Yeah,
queue.
So you're sitting there, you're sweating, your friends are like, you got in, you got to buy him, and you see the price and you don't know what to do. Dude, Rochelle would buy these tickets insta. She sees this, she goes, I got through, I'm buying them. You know, got to do what you got to do. This is like how it goes.
It's crazy because we already discussed how it was kind of extortionate prices. It was like £30 more than a day ticket to a festival, and yet they're going to add £200 more on top of it. Fucking ridiculous. And I wasn't the only one that was really annoyed.
How the fuck is this even allowed? You said standing was 150 and upped them to 356 and called them in demand? You bunch of robbing fuckers. At Ticketmaster UK, hashtag Ticketmaster UK, hashtag Ticketmaster, hashtag Oasis.
This tweet blew up.
Yeah, 3 million views, 27,000 likes, tons of retweets. I'm sure other people saying this happened to me too, you know.
It made it feel even worse because especially at the same time as we're being ripped off, they had the audacity to tweet out stuff like this.
Oh, not Twickets. Don't buy tickets over face value. Official resale will be available on our website / app at face value only.
Okay. So there's a whole other side to this, which is now because the tickets are sold out, there are some that are resale on Twickets. And someone was trying to buy 2 standing tickets and they were like £450 each, and then there was £120 of
like processing fees, Twicket fees. Oh
fees.
Dude, we've been there on every website. It's insane that the fees are like 40% of the ticket price for modern American things, at least. I don't know if it's the same there.
Yeah, so people were really annoyed at Twickets, and to be fair to them, they're the only people that have responded to this, and they said they are reducing all fees to only cover like the actual processing fees, which is maxed out at 25
like a percentage or something. Oh, yeah. Geez, okay.
But at least they have spoken out and said it. As far as I'm aware, Ticketmaster have not said anything about their surge prices.
Yeah.
Okay, pause the video a second. Ticketmaster and Oasis have both responded. But it's not very good. I'll cover it at the end of the video. Stay tuned.
It also, am I understanding this correctly? Because everyone's talking about tickets can only be resold at face value. It doesn't matter about the resale market if the face value, like if Ticketmaster, who are the people that have the initial holding of these million tickets or whatever, are sold at more. So like that doesn't help me if Ticketmaster sells it to me for £450 and then I am only allowed to sell it for $148 or whatever. Like that doesn't, that just kind of fucks
so
everyone.
I think they've just decided to raise what the face value would be for those tickets, which is insane because
you think they're considering the flex value face value?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. So they're saying you can't sell it more than face value, but then they're just going, oh, well, we can get the money from it, though. We'll raise the face value. That's fine. As long as we're profiting from it, it's okay.
Yeah, that's so funny. They're basically taking what would be like the secondary market, inflating it before, and then not letting the secondary market do it. Which, to be fair, fuck the secondary market. But also, to be fair, fuck these artists who are like, oh, no, it's the secondary market, when they're the ones that are like bloating it with a lot of fees and stuff, too. And it feels like everyone's in the wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure how much blame is on Ticketmaster compared to Oasis, but considering Ticketmaster fucked up the whole entire day anyway, and
Ticketmaster fucking sucks in general. Yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of blame on Ticketmaster. Do you want to let Ticketmaster UK know, or that's the question where it's like, wait, what is face value? Because I'm assuming that there's like a miscommunication here, something's fucking up, and you're assuming, and I think rightly, that this is the new face value, which is if face value is a flexible number based on demand, like what are we doing here? This is just this is all a fairy tale.
if they'd said before going into this, warning, there will be surge prices like in this, and the more demand there is for these tickets, the higher they will go up.
Sure.
Then I would have been really pissed off still, but at least they had told you that that was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Instead, they said it was £150 for a ticket, and you queue up and you get a ticket. And then after queuing up, when you get there, they're like, oh, sorry, did all the signs say £150? My bad. It's actually £350.
Right, after
Give me the money
6
now.
hours, to be clear, which is what is even crazier. Yeah.
This is the worst part of it to me. We kind of touched on it a little bit, but it's the whole getting there and then having the buzz of finally getting to the end of the queue.
Yeah, ticket companies know what they're doing. The buzz of getting into the buy phase after 4 hours is the same dopamine hit gamblers experience. At that stage, 150 to 400 price rise is no longer a choice. It's an impulse buy, an unethical / should be illegal business practice. Completely agree. Like 1 billion% agree.
Yeah, and we are not the only people that think it might be illegal. People are starting to look into this. Hopefully.
Oh, like if it's actually, I will say that European nations are so much better about this shit than Americans. Americans are like, hey, free market, man. Apple can do whatever they want. And then based on like EU regulation, they have to like put USB-C in and shit like that. Or sell a charger with your phone. Calls for investigation into Ticketmaster pricing after Irish Oasis fans left infuriated by $450 standing tickets. Hopefully they do get investigated. I mean, even if it's not illegal now, hopefully it is soon.
Oh, by the way, I didn't buy the tickets, if you couldn't tell. I was very annoyed by it and decided not to and didn't want to because, like, almost out of, like standing on business, you know? I don't want to fucking give Ticketmaster the extra money.
Right.
Because they've got me to this point and put me in that position. I don't want to fucking give them a
I just want to
if
say,
it's Oasis, I don't want to give them a penny.
Again, that, like, this is all so funny to me because if this was, like, buying tickets for the Olympics, I'd be like, yeah, stand up for this.
This is so much bigger than the Olympics.
I know, it's just funny and it's Oasis because look at these guys. Look at these guys. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to see these two fucking rock stars. It's just something funny.
Sorry, you say rock stars like that's a negative thing. What do you mean, rock stars? That's people go and see rock stars. What are you talking about?
To me, they're fake people, and it's not true. It's just like if this all feels. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's just, it makes me laugh.
The Guardian are making articles on it. Hopefully that means that there are people are actually going to look into this and make some changes.
Yeah. And that dynamic pricing, just to be clear, I don't know if you got far enough, that doesn't include fees, right? That dynamic pricing is for face value of the ticket. There's still going to be a Ticketmaster fee on that.
Oh, almost assuredly, yeah. That was no fees at all. That was just the price of the ticket.
Insane. Liam tweeted mocking Null for selling tickets for $350 a few years ago as well. Ooh. Trying to laugh through the tears right now. $350 to go and see Our Kid in USA. What a cunt. When will it all stop? As you were, LGX. Sorry.
Yeah, to be clear, I'll translate some things.
Yeah.
Our Kid is Liam talking about Noel.
Okay. Got it.
So he was selling tickets for $350, which I will remind you is cheaper than £350.
Yeah.
And called him a cunt because he was doing so. And then someone replied in 2017 when Liam tweeted that. Shocking price, which is so funny.
But this tweet bodes well for when Oasis reunion tickets go on sale. Fair prices all around. John, what are you doing, John? No! You fucked us, John!
Meme from inside the car. John,
no! Waggy81, you fucked us all, bro. In this moment, Liam was like, what if we did get back together?
Wait, what if we actually did increase them by 350?
What if we got back together and sold tickets for as much as he's selling tickets for?
So it does really feel bad that one of the guys that was clowning on that kind of shit has done it, but worse.
Yeah. And it's kind of pretending like they're not. Be like, no, guys, it's only face value, but they have opted into dynamic pricing. It's like all a bit of a fucking...
and at this point, no one has said anything about it. Liam, Noel, the actual Oasis account, Ticketmaster, the only people that have mentioned fees have been Twickets.
So, Oasis and Ticketmaster have now responded, and basically, they both are just pointing the finger at the other person going, no, it's you that did it, which is really cringe. So, they also have announced 2 extra Wembley Stadium shows with this, which is very much like, this is... The only reason that they've spoken out about it is because they were waiting to have this be the headline rather than like Oasis and Ticketmaster fucked up and are like fucking over their fans, which is very cringe. Oasis told Sky News that it needs to be made clear that the band leave decisions on ticket pricing entirely to the promoters and management. So basically that these two fuckers weren't the reason that it happened. So you might think, what did Ticketmaster say about that? Well, Ticketmaster has said it does not set prices on its website and says this is down to the event organizer who had priced these tickets according to their market value. Priced implies that they didn't change the price at all and they stuck to a strict price. No, obviously the whole point that people were annoyed is because it changed price. They added, it says that this is Oasis saying this, but I'm not sure that this is these guys that are actually saying this. I think this is their team, which is strange because wouldn't that include management and promoters that Ticketmaster are saying are the people that actually set these prices? These are the people that are saying this, apparently. All parties involved did the utmost to deliver the best possible fan experience, but due to unprecedented demand, I don't know how it was unprecedented, but whatever, this became impossible to achieve. Which is like, yeah, you fucked it up, bro. You just saw money signs and went, hey, if Ticketmaster is providing a really bad experience, how can we get some people out of the queue? I don't know. Let's make the price too much for people to afford, so then all these people will go out of the queue. That's a great way to do it. I think it's fucking awful if you can't tell from me now and me in the past. But I will leave it back to past us to close out this video.
In summary, I think this tweet kind of wraps everything up nicely.
All right. Oh, well, only Oasis in it. At least one day we'll definitely all die. Lovely, lovely, warm, sweet death. This is how I feel. Only Oasis in it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is everyone in the UK convincing themselves that it's all fine because at least we'll die one day and then we'll never get to experience Oasis when we're dead. So that's fine,
dude, you guys are going to feel so bad when you see all your friends seeing Oasis in concert and talking about it a year from now. I'm sorry you didn't get tickets then.
Yeah, my ideal situation is there is some like action that's made and then I can buy like a actual face value resale ticket at some point in the future.
Dude, I think face value is $350. I think you're fucked. I think you should have bought the merchandise ticket, man.
Yeah, unironically, maybe I should have.